We are live. Give me 1 second. I'm about to turn this one off. And we'll do that again. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. If you guys haven't already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Click the bell right next to it. Dink. That way you guys are notified every time I go live. So today, you guys, we are going to discuss Mercury has moved into Leo. Okay? And this is, we need to know about this. Okay? All movements we need to know about. But I'm going to be on YouTube a lot because July is an action-packed month, you guys, especially this week. So even after this video, I'm going to do another video. So you're here for Mercury and Leo right now. I'm going to be discussing, well, first of all, you guys can find me at, what is that? First of all, you guys can find me at, sorry, I'm always looking at my window, vixenafterdark.com. If you guys want any, you have any questions about your natal chart or aspects that are playing out, you know, you need some spiritual guidance, you know where to find me, y'all. And then also, I wanted to make an announcement. I am now on Threads, Spill, all of that stuff. You guys can find everything in the description box down below. So, moving on. So what we're going to talk about today, because if you guys are new, I always do timestamps. Timestamps are going to be at the bottom of the video. You guys can skip through, okay? So today we'll talk about Mercury and Leo, which moved today, okay? And then, so I'll give you a little bit of information about the planet of Mercury, the energy of Leo. I'm also going to give you the collective energy. When you combine that together, what we're going to be feeling, a negative and positive energies, what to look out for, okay? And then I will talk about just a couple of important aspects that I want to pull up, positive and negative, and give you some solutions, of course. And then I'm also going to dive into your rising sign as far as where Mercury is going to be chilling at in what house, whatever that is for you, houses 1 through 12. Okay. If you guys see anything, of course, I have an incense blowing here. So, and then I'm going to do a collective spread for you guys, which I think will be fun. Of course, energy update, Tarotsrology, but I'm going to include our romance oracles. Look at the bottom, we got sexual healing. That's so funny. So we're going to dive into that today, guys. All right. And then I'll probably do another video after this. What I'm going to talk about, because also we have, oh, Jesus Christ. We also have, we got a lot going on, guys. Mars entering Virgo. And now also the moon just shifted into Taurus. So we're going to be busy. We're going to be real busy, y'all. So let's get started. Let's pull up the chats. All right. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Grab your tea, your drink, get cozy. Let's go ahead and dive into the energy that's playing out. Let me just go ahead and pull. I'm sorry, guys. So let me pull up the chats. Let's pull it up. Hopefully you guys are doing well. You know, I welcome in comments when you guys are watching. Hi, everyone that waited. Thanks for waiting. Appreciate you for being here. Okay. All right, so by the time you're watching this video, today is July 10th, okay? So, right? Today's the 10th. So we have Mercury's going to go into Leo, which is tomorrow. It's going to be there all the way up until the 28th. This is my little chart. Up until the 28th. But I just wanted to catch you on this video right now. So we all know that, what is Mercury, right? We all know Mercury is the communicator. And it's the primary ruler of Virgo and Gemini. So those houses would be the 3rd and the 6th house, just so you're aware. But a little bit of information about Mercury, okay? So Mercury is like our OG planet. It's the closest planet to the sun. You know, Mercury has no time for chill, okay? It's like, think of like a DJ just it's spinning faster than a goddamn DJ, okay? So this energy is no joke because it's always quick, it's witty, it's always on the move. That's hence why it's only here for a short period of time. So it definitely, since it is the planet of communication, it's going to really ignite our curiosity and our intelligence right now during this time. So this is really inspiring all of us to really seek some form of knowledge, and really exchange ideas amongst one another. So think of it, it's like a buzz that's kind of like fueling, you know, new inventions to come out, our energy to be a little bit more innovative, think outside of the box, be a little bit different. We also have Uranus doing some things too, which is the unpredictable planet. But, you know, in the midst of all of this, you know, it's all about pushing the boundaries of trying to see what is possible during this time. Okay. So think of it like a constant flow of mental energy. Okay, a lot of mental energy. So please, your mental health is going to be key. If you need to take a break, if you need to take time to yourself, you need a mental detox, please do that during this time, because we have a lot of things playing out. So, you know, but with this energy here, while Mercury's going to be in Leo, it's all about keeping our, well, Mercury's all about keeping things sharp, I should say. Okay, so it's really encouraging us to be a little bit more flexible, a little bit more open-minded, you know, and get ready to like shift gears when you need to. Pretty much, like, you got to stay on the mark. Hence why I do these videos, that way you guys can catch these when they come out. So it's all about really embracing change, and really trying to find some creative solutions. Okay. Since it's going to be in our 5th house. I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so it's all about connection. Okay, you got to think with that Mercury energy. So of course we're going to be conversing with one another, right? So it's going to really hit the houses and homes of our connections, the way we network, you know, how we build relationships with other people. So express yourself, be honest, be open, communicate your ideas, pretty much it's really what it's all about. Okay, try and bridge the gap between people, between different cultures, and amongst, you know, different communities. Now let's go ahead and combine this Leo energy. Okay, let's learn about Leo just a little bit. You guys know I did all the planets and signs already in another playlist. Y'all can go watch that if you want to go a little bit deeper. So as far as Leo energy, don't forget it's a fixed fire sign, which rules the 5th house of pleasure, creativity. I call the 5th house like the feel-good house. Okay, so, and it's lord of that house would be the sun. Okay, the sun rules Leo, so that you guys are aware. So Leo's kind of like the life of the party. Okay, it's the center of attention. So, you know, it's the ultimate showstopper, baby. Okay, so this energy is very bold, it's very confident. You know, Leo's just radiate just like the goddamn sun, right? Blazing hot, just coming in hot. You know, Leo energy is all about how we express ourselves. You know, that's why it rules the house of creativity. So, you know, it's like kind of like being that lead singer on stage, captivating the crowd and drawing in the charisma and charm, like how Usher is doing right now. Leos really love to shine, and be seen. Okay, so they like to bring in that vibrant energy wherever they go, for the most part. So they're not afraid to really show up their talents, honey. Okay, and really let their light shine bright, right? So you gotta think Leo energy is very fierce. They're also very passionate because it's fire energy, and very determined to get things done. So it's kind of like, think of it like the kings and queens of the jungle. You know, it's like they kind of rule their domain. It's like with lots of ambitious energy and authority, honey. Okay, so that's why if you know a Leo, they ain't afraid to take action. So for the most part, that's why they're like natural born leaders, if you guys recognize. And they also too, they inspire other people to be front centered stage and be the lead of their life. You probably hear a lot of Leos like being very inspirational, like, hey man, why don't you go get up and do something? You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing something, you could do it too. We got the same 24 hours in a day kind of a vibe. So there you have that energy, right? But it's not all about just the spotlight. I don't want you guys to just always think that. Because Leo energy can be very warm-hearted. They can be so generous and so loving and hella loyal. Did I say loyal? You know, they love to shower their loved ones. Like if you in good with a Leo, they love to like support you, praise you, tap into whatever it is that you got going on. You know, they're very affectionate. And they just bring this warm, joyous energy, and they also bring out the inner child within people too and have a little bit of fun, right? So they have really big hearts. They're very genuine, and they really uplift and support everybody around them. So with all of this confidence that Leo energy can bring to the collective, sometimes we can also be you know, a little bit of what is it? A tad bit what's the word I'm looking for? Egotistic, right? So they love attention and sometimes they crave validation. So, but hey, you know, it's just a part of their vibrant nature. So they thrive really on recognition and appreciation for others, appreciation for their efforts that they put into the world. Okay, so you have to recognize. Now, as far as the collective energy, you can kind of see where I'm going to go with this, right? When you combine Mercury being in the sign of Leo now. Right now, it just went, let's see where we at. It's still in Cancer at 29 degrees at this moment that I'm doing this video, but it's going to smooth slide in. So I want to prep you for this, okay? Because it's like right there on the tail end. It's like right on the line where, I wish I could show you guys, but it's right on the line where it's about to go slide in, which is going to be either later tonight or it's going to be in the morning wherever you live at. So as far as, let's talk about collective energy and what we're going to be feeling, what we're going to be facing possibly. So let's start with self whenever Mercury's in the sign of Leo, okay? So now that we have all of that information down, you can kind of guess. Okay, so pretty much for self, you know, in the self department, as far as Mercury Leo is going to bring more positive vibes, I feel like. This is what's going to empower you. This is going to bring on that confidence to carry out whatever it is that you need to do in life. Okay, this is going to allow you to really express yourself in a more authentic, canny way. And it's going to really encourage you to really love on yourself. Okay. And you can also help others too. Like if you're a person that exudes confidence and you accept your flaws and all, you could probably help somebody else. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, they could do it, I could do it, kind of a vibe, right? So it's all about stepping into your power during this time. Oh, look at the butterfly. I just cannot right now. Okay. It's all about stepping into your power, shining your light, really owning your damn truth. Okay. So I think this for self, this is that boost of confidence that we need right now to really carry our duties, responsibilities, and obligations, to really allow us to really grow, right? And really take action on pursuing our dreams. And a lot of when we take action, it has to deal with our thoughts and how we converse with other people, right? So dealing with other people as far as love and relationships, this is going to shine a positive light as far as, you know I'm going to say the other side, but let's talk positive right now. This can also bring in the passion. This is where we can bring in the romance. This is where you can get a little creative and think outside the box and do different things with your partner, your loved ones, or whatever ships you're sailing. You can really, you know, blaze this energy up, especially in the romance department, okay? So you never know. This is that flirtatious energy. People might be a little bit more passionate. They might be a little bit more affectionate with their partners during this time as well. It's really encouraging us to really have those heartfelt conversations that you always kind of wanted to have and get things off your chest. Sorry guys, I got a lot of activity going on right now. It's the desire to really, you know what, I might just close this window. It's really the desire to make loved ones feel like royalty during this time, okay? You can do that. So as far as having those deep connections and really taking action on them, this is where things can really, sparks can really fly as far as that goes. You can really tune in, tap in, and turn on to all your connections that you're engaging with, whether this is new partnerships. Hold on, let me close this window. Let me close this. It's getting a little too loud. Okay. So this is where we can experience the joy of being in love or engaging with other connections that we have during this time, okay? Now, as far as the positive aspect about money and career, well, what you think? You know what I mean? This is all about having you can have really the gift of gab and be on fire with your words really quick with that Leo energy, you know what I'm saying? So the money department, you know, this is where you can assert yourself. This is where you can bring on that positive energy. This is where you can influence other people in a positive way to get things going, to put a fire under their butt and take action. You can also bring very unique skills. You can be very creative, especially in your own business, or even boost revenue at another career. You know what I'm saying? You can really grab a lot of attention right now. Okay? Whether this is how you converse with other people or whatever spark that you're bringing. Hold on, let me close this other door too. Jack, you're gonna have to come inside. I'm sorry guys, the gardeners are here today. Okay, so where are we at? Money and career. Yeah, so this is where you can really grab the attention of other people. Oh, excuse me. This is really good energy that you can utilize, especially like if you are running your own business or trying to, or you're trying to start something in your life right now. You got something going that you're creating, or you're, building from the ground up or whatever. Or even if you're already engaged into something, you can really use this energy to make those bold moves, take risks, right? And that way you can achieve success in whatever it is that you're tapping into. This is where you can just have lots of creative thinking skills, thinking out, like I said, outside of the box, doing things in a different way, and believing in yourself, having that confidence to know that you can carry out whatever it is that you want to tap into. I feel like as far as careers, as far as like different opportunities, you can bring in a lot of different abundant opportunities to come your way. You got to catch them windows when they're open, baby. I swear to you, okay? Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about, the negative influences as far as when Mercury is also in Leo as well. Because, with that passion and that fire, you got to think on the negative side, as far as like yourself, this is where fear can kick in. This is where you can kind of second guess yourself. You can kind of doubt yourself, be in your ego. People can be very arrogant, cocky, be super prideful. I don't need nobody's help. I don't need you. You know what I mean? Like some people may just really be self-centered during this time too. So I'm just warning you on what you can be facing. This could be you, or this could be coming towards you. You could be a person that maybe, a lot of people might be seeking validation outside of themselves before they even make a move. Like they'll need a certain amount of likes or shares and then they'll do something, or they'll need like their friends or family approval before they even, tap into anything. So I always say seek validation within, don't go outside of yourself. Okay, so it's really important to have a nice balance. There's a difference between being cocky and confident. Okay. And you'll notice that. So I would say avoid trying to step over others to try and get to where you want to go. There's a way to go about it by utilizing the Mercury intellect in order to do so, okay? Because you want to have integrity when you're making your moves and paving your way in this world, all right? As far as the negative aspect on love and relationships with this energy, well, that passion and fire, people can come across as very possessive and, obsession. You can admire somebody, but it may go a little bit far, stage 5 planar status. Pick me kind of an energy. I'm here. So that desire to have all of that can, it may overshadow kind of like, it may overshadow the needs of, your partner. Like, let's say, for example, if you're in this pick me, oh my God, everything's about me, I'm front center stage and forget about you kind of an energy, well, how do you think your partner's going to feel? They're going to be like, well, you didn't even ask me if I was okay. You didn't even ask me what I was doing today. You didn't even notice my outfit today. It could be things like that going on if you're in relationships and things of that nature. So it's very crucial during this time to make sure you have healthy boundaries. Make sure you got your own thing going on. They got their own thing going on. And then maybe you guys can come together and y'all do your own thing too. You know what I'm saying? Healthy space, right? Mutual respect and support is definitely key here with Mercury and Leo. So as far as money and career, on the negative side to this, you can use that Leo energy. Some people might see an opportunity, they might jump on it thinking it's for them. So that impulsive energy from a Leo, you know what I'm saying? Because they're so curious, they want to tune in, tap in, and turn on. They don't want to miss a beat. But sometimes not every opportunity is going to be for you. It may not be good for you. Remember, think of it like the 7 cups. There's always one snake chilling in a cup. You know what I'm saying? Just waiting. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not paying attention, you don't have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, you might miss the mark on that and get caught up in something. So you got to be really careful with the impulsive action. Now you might it's good to take risks, but also too, people might be super excessive in taking so many risks that they miss kind of crossing their T's and dotting their I's, okay? Just for maybe greed in whatever it is that they're tapping into, especially when it comes to money. A lot of people will do some strange things for a piece of change. We all know those things right now going on in life right now. So it's important to really have a nice balance when you're approaching everything. Take your time, feel it out first, you know, read the room, check the temperature kind of thing is what I always like to say before you really tap in, and be very practical and use that Mercury energy for strategic planning, okay? Plan things out. So a few aspects, I'm going to bring up some aspects, guys, I really want to kind of bring up really quick. Let's pull it up. Oh, God, yeah. So just FYI, you guys, this month, I would say Mercury is going to be very important. That's why I wanted to do this video separately, because Mercury, look at this long list of what Mercury's doing, okay? This is all Mercury aspects. Mercury is huge right now. This month of July, it's making a lot of moves, okay? We've got a lot of squares. So right now, I'm just going to talk about Mercury's opposing Pluto, okay? So now that Mercury's going to be in Leo, as you're watching this video, it's opposing, okay, Pluto, which is going to be in retrograde. Or Pluto is in retrograde in Capricorn right now. So as far as the negative energy, what does this look like? This looks like power struggles, okay? Major power struggles right now, guys. You know, it can really trigger lots of conflicts, negative energy, you know, my way or the highway kind of vibe. You know, egos might clash, you know, everybody, like too many cooks in the kitchen. What else can I say? Control issues within any connections that you may have. You know, it's just a lot of potential that you may see this playing out, but manipulative type of behavior. Everyone has an ulterior motive. Think of it as like AKA dog eat dog world, front center stage in action kind of an energy. Lots of obsession, manipulation. Did I say that already? Confrontations. And this can also too, you got to be careful with yourself, because you can have lots of intense thoughts and you could be obsessed with things. Like you can obsess over doing something or saying something, or you know, so you can become really fixated on certain ideas, and this can lead to you having a low-key like destructive behavior in a sense, or putting forth time and energy into unhealthy patterns. Okay, so we have to be careful. It's very essential to be very mindful of all of this. You know what I'm saying? The potential, you know, obsession. We got to avoid falling into these destructive cycles that we put ourselves in, like a goddamn hamster wheel. So you got to be careful, because also, since Mercury is a planet of communication, this can be of course, communication challenges, right? So it might be the era of you say something, your partner doesn't understand or overstand what you got going on. Maybe even your boss, family member, kids, things of that nature. So Mercury, you know, opposing Pluto can really put in those communication challenges. So just know that this is what's playing out, and pick and choose your battles wisely, because there can be a lot of misunderstandings. Just be very clear, black and white. Don't beat around the bush when you're trying to converse with somebody or relay a message to somebody. Don't make them try and guess like they have a crystal ball. You know, say what's on your mind, exactly how you feel. That way there's no guessing, there's no confusion. Less confusion is going to be way better. Okay, if you can really, you know, because people can tend to be very secretive or withhold, you know, information and give little white lies, things of that nature, which can cause a breakdown. You know, so honest dialogue is going to be key. Now, I also want to give you the positive side to this. Even though it is opposing, this is how you can alchemize the energy and make it work for you whenever a planet is aspecting and having an opposition. Okay, so you can actually if you're facing all of those negative things that are happening, or this is you playing that role, what you can do is some deep self-reflection, okay? AKA some shadow work. So, and that way you can heal and grow and transform. So this can really, this aspect can really kind of offer, I always like to call it an opportunity. Whenever we have a square or an opposition, just think of it as an opportunity. Because, you know, it does play out more on the negative side, but there's always, you know, a double-edged sword to everything, right? So take it as like, you know, have it empower you, you know, have it make you like a better person, whatever's playing out. Like if you are the person that's obsessed, or you know what I'm saying, all the things that I was saying earlier, then you might want to turn that around, right? So as a collective, you know, this is where this energy can also play into your psyche like no other, okay? It can really play into where it'll play mind tricks on you as far as, do you think you're good enough? It's like whenever you're tapping into, like, am I supposed to be doing that? Should I be doing this? You know, a lot of those questions in your mind will start arising. So I would just say breathe, you know, just please hang on. And really look at it as you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you are where you need to be right now at this time, at this current time, whatever's playing out for you, okay? It's playing out for a reason. So dive deep into finding out that reason. You know, I feel like, you know, a lot of us can really grow with this aspect that's playing out here, you know, so I feel like address those power dynamics, you know, really assert certain healthy boundaries that you have going on for yourself. Communicate in an authentic way, like I said, as much as possible. Be very black and white, be very open, say what's on your mind, speak up, and don't sweep it under the rug, because you're just only going to hurt yourself, and it's going to eat at you. It's going to eat away at you, and you don't want that, okay? So like I said, have those transformative conversations, aka the ones you don't feel like having, the ones that are uncomfortable. You may need to have those conversations, that way you can feel better and you can feel alleviated and get that weight off your shoulders, and vice versa for the other party, okay, which can lead to a more positive change, right? So this is where we build that inner strength. This is where we become resilient, right? So, you know, Mercury opposing Pluto can really do that for us, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, think of it just like confronting your fears. Fear is false evidence appearing real. You know, like for example, if you go bungee cording and you want to jump off a cliff, you know what I'm saying? Like literally fear is like, it doesn't exist. Jax! This will allow you to really tap into your personal power. I'm not saying go jump off a cliff, but I'm just saying like, it's that remove the fear, okay, and overcome any obstacles that you're going through. That way you can come out stronger on the other side, okay? So what you want to do to really, the main focus is to seek self-awareness. Just take accountability for all of your actions and things that you're participating in, pretty much for the most part, and recognize if you do have any power struggles, or recognize where you're trying to control everything, and turn that into, okay, I think I need to heal a little bit more. I need to work on this a little bit more. That way you can transform, you know, cocoon turn to butterfly. Practice open and honest communication, being real and authentic, while also having healthy boundaries, you know, just really embrace your personal power, you guys, and really release any destructive thoughts, patterns, obsessions, any of that stuff. And please, at this time, seek support, like literally. The mental health game, when I look online, I'm like, damn, like this whole weekend I didn't even want to be online. Like it's so deep into like just reading people's thoughts and what they say, and oh, it's so like sad. It's really sad. So seek you know, some trusted friends or family or professional help if need be. I feel like everybody should have a therapist assigned to them when they come onto Earth. Like no cap, like for real, like I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. Like I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't see nothing wrong. No. But so let's look at some other aspects, guys, that are playing out. There's one more I think that I seen earlier that I thought that was really important. Yeah, we're gonna skip that one. Mars is having a quincy with Pluto. I'm gonna do a Mars video next. Here it is. North Node is squaring up with Mercury, okay? So imagine Mercury's in Leo right now. North Node in Taurus is it's retrograding in North Node, right? So the negative energy, this is that stubborn energy. This is where we can really resist the change, because remember, we're supposed to be operating and having new experiences in North Node energy. And this is where we don't feel like we want to do that. This is, you know, how that doubt can kick in, the fear. Should I be doing this? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? All this time I've been putting this time energy on. I don't think I'm supposed to be doing this. You know what I mean? So here goes that stubborn energy. Oh, I don't want to change. Let me just stick to what's comfortable. Let me just stick to what I know, that, you know, the outcome is great, you know, and this is what can hinder you from having those experiences that you need to be having, okay? This is where you can resist, okay? And we need to really embrace new ideas, new perspectives, new ways about going about everything. And that's the thing. It's really hard to change, right? For all of us, because it's unexpected. Okay, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know the result, right? So this is why it's hard for people to change, to grow. You know, there could be a clash between there could be some communication barriers too, because it's that Mercury energy. So can we express ourselves in the way that we want to? Because Leo likes to create, you know, like, you know, bring in the positive and creative kind of flow to it, lingo, whatever have you. But this aspect right here, it can be very challenging for people to really convey how they feel, to really come up with their own opinion, because they're going to be so in their head so much, they don't know left from right. Am I feeling this? Is this someone else's energy? Why am I feeling this? Why am I going through that? No, I'm cool. It's like this up and down, right? It's like, okay, 1 minute we're good, and then 1 minute we're just like, we're over it. So you have, that's what I said, you have to be very gentle with yourself during this time. So we want to think positive, right? We don't want to be the pessimistic Polly, okay? We want to be the positive Patty and stay grounded. That's the best thing I can tell you. This is the time to actually, I always tell y'all to have them healthy outlets. This would be the time to have those healthy outlets for you guys, okay, when the North Node is in Taurus. So use that Taurus energy and just think very practical. Like, start simple and then go deep afterwards, right? Just be very, like, just super practical. Just take those grounded approaches to everything that you're tapping into. You know, like, balance. You have to balance what's logical with the creative flow too, because you're using two different sides of the brain, right? So you have to find that nice balance. It's like, I want to express myself and I want to be creative, but then it's like, wait, should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? Oh my God, what I don't know what's going to happen if I really do this. So see, so you got to really have a balance with that square aspect, okay? That way you can, you know, have some innovative solutions. You can really have effective communication with whatever it is that you're tapping into. So to kind of really navigate this, just be flexible, okay? Just be flexible, stay optimistic, listen to different perspectives, be open to new ideas. Even if you already kind of know a map of what you want to do, exactly how you want to play it out, it doesn't hurt to listen to whatever it is, they 2 cents of what they got to say. It doesn't hurt. Doesn't mean you have to go through with it. Just be like, oh, okay, I appreciate the ideas. Thanks for even thinking of me. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for trying to help me out. Like, leave it at that. Don't be like, oh no, you're stupid. I'm not gonna do that. Like, you're dumb. You know what I mean? Don't do any of that. Don't do. Now's not the time to get into any confrontations or conflicts right now. You do not want to be in any negative rut, like where it goes so deep, and where you start burning bridges. So we got to really be careful. We got to practice active listening skills. Be attentive. Be open-minded. Like I said. You know, engage in conversation, allow people to, you know, give them their space, pretty much for the most part, and just be patient. Be patient, be grounded, you know, that way you can build bridges, not burn them, and collab with people or like-minded people, you know, come up with practical solutions to things that you know you can actually, like, feel like you can have the confidence with that Leo energy to take it on, you know, and less judgmental. So let's move on. Let's talk about what is your rising So as far as the rising signs, this will be the house that's going to be most impacted for you. Whether this is you being the focus of that in this house, or this energy could be coming towards you as well. Okay. So first house is going to be Leo rising. Second house is Cancer rising. No, let me flip that and say it the other way. Gemini rising will be the third house. Taurus rising will be the fourth. Aries will be the fifth house. Pisces rising sixth house. Aquarius rising seventh. Capricorn rising 8th house, Sag rising 9th house, Scorpio rising 10th house, Libra rising 11th, and then Virgo rising the 12th house. That way you know where it's going. So now I'm gonna give a quick little synopsis as far as the houses, kind of like what to look out for, positive and negative energy, and provide a solution if this is playing out in your houses. And then we'll go into the collective. So house one, we all know house one is all about self, right? So, also too, some people have, the reason why I do it this way is because some people, you may have double Gemini or double air, you know what I'm saying? The same sign in the houses, so you can also pay attention to that energy too. Okay, where like, for example, if you have Leo in like 3 houses, you know what I mean? So anyways, so first house. So first house is all about paying attention to your communication, how you're communicating. Is it effective communication? Are you getting anywhere? You know, how are you utilizing, you know, your thoughts? How are you identifying yourself? You know, you might come through to a lot of changes as far as how you express yourself because it's in the first house. So you might even, you know, things may have to do with your appearance as well too in your first house, how you express yourself in a creative way. So this is a lot of positive energy for you. When it's in your first house, this is where you can boost your self-esteem, boost your confidence. You can become just really, you feel like self-assured, like you know what you got going on, you know what you want to tap into, you know how to get there. Now, the negative side to when it's in your first house, this is where the pride and ego, you can be driven by those things, you know. It can be unbalanced for you in that aspect. You can be very self-centered. Whoa, it's all about me. Pass me the mic. Give me that. You could be like, do a whole Kanye. Give me that mic. You know what I'm saying? Forget what you thinking about, what you talking about. It's all about me. Hey, I just did this. Hey, I did that. Hey, you know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody want to be around you if you acting like that. So, what you want to do, once in your first house, make sure you're allowing other people, you know, to pass them the mic, you know, and express yourself and be authentic and be open and honest. But while in the midst of all of this, you have to be considerate of your peers or considerate of others' perspectives. Okay. Second house. So second house, we all know this is your personal values, finances, and your possessions, right? So the positive energy, this is where you need to know your self-worth. Like, make sure you have those healthy boundaries so you know your self-worth. That way you're not tapping into any opportunities just because you're like coming from a desperate place, or you just want money because of it, or you're in need or in lack, you know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful because you can become too materialistic, or just have that possessive kind of an energy. This is mine, not yours. So a solution for this, you need to learn how to really communicate your values. You know what I mean? Knowing who you are, what you are and what you're not going to deal with. Be very clear on that, okay? I would say practice gratitude for the things that you already have right now. And be also generous in areas that you can. Give a little, right? Spread a little love. Third house. We all know third house is all about communication, ideas, learning. This can even pertain to your siblings too. So you can be very clever. Intellectual stimulation may be a theme for you in the third house, okay? You might be very talkative, you know, taking action and saying everything that you see. Having something to say about everything you read or hear. So you also kind of got to be careful too, because this can lead to gossiping, or your mind can be very scattered. You know, you got to engage in constructive conversations to help you to get to where you need to go as far as mentally, physically, and emotionally, and stay focused and avoid, you know, the gossip, superficial conversations, and avoid spreading any rumors. Fourth house. So fourth house, if Leo's here, you know, this is going to be your home family, right? So, you know, and also can play in your internal emotions. So as far as this goes, you may form like some emotional connections here. Okay, you may nurture those connections, the ones that you care about. But you got to also think too, when it comes to family and home, you might be how do I say it, overprotective. Thank you, that's the word. You may become, you know how sometimes in the fourth house you can just worry about everybody else but your damn self. So you might play that emotional manipulation role. Like, here goes everyone getting taken care of, and then at the end you put yourself in a detriment already, but yet you're going to utilize emotional manipulation in order to get the attention and things that you want done, because you didn't really, you know, have a hold on it at first and let everybody know. You didn't take care of self first, pretty much, for the most part. So you got to really make sure you express your feelings openly, also while respecting other people's boundaries. That way you can foster a healthy, harmonious home environment for yourself. Okay, fifth house. So Leo likes to be here. So this is low-key like home for Leo, right? So, or high-key. This is all about our creative energy. This is like romantic partnerships too. Like I said, the house of fun, how we express ourselves, right? So this is going to be amplified. You might be a little flirtatious. You might be a little bit more playful. You might get inspired. You might be super creative with ideas. You might have a lot on your mind. So you got to also be careful, because since this is like the home for Leo, this is where you can really seek validation and attention from the wrong people, places, and things. You might be more like very what's the word, over dramatic. So you got to be careful of that attention seeking behavior. So make sure that you converse your passions, you know, in an authentic way, while also maintaining kind of a healthy balance, and you got to avoid unnecessary conflicts during this time. So sixth house, so this is the house of being of service and health, right? And work, daily routines, things of that nature. So this is where you can actually use the Mercury Leo energy and be very effective when it comes to maybe delegating. Like if you are a supervisor, manager, or a business owner, or a team lead or something like that, communicate effectively to get the job done, right? Making sure everybody's happy, you have one goal, one dream, everybody clock out at the same time, whatever it is. You know, and even your own pursuits, like especially if it's your business, like you can really be dedicated. So this is where you can have front center stage with maybe the things that you want to be telling your audience or your community about whatever it is that you're tapping into. Now, the negative side to this, you got to be careful when it comes to like your daily living activities, your daily routine, anything at work or business. You can be a perfectionist, or you can nitpick. So you got to also kind of be careful as well. What else? Oh yeah, your health too. Be careful what you're putting in your body, of course. And you know, it's not just about what you eat and what you drink, it's also what you're feeding your brain, okay? Because we're dealing with Mercury here. So be careful of things that you are sliding through and watching and things of that nature, okay? Especially when you're on social media. Mental health is key. Seventh house is all about communication and partnerships, right? So with this, you can definitely bring in whatever ships you're sailing. This is where you can converse about collabing with one another, sharing ideas, you know, coming together, you know, and considering other people's perspectives, being open-minded, right? Because on the flip side to this, you also have to be careful not to be a stage 5 clinger, because you can be clingy, what's the word I'm looking for? Codependent. You can be very codependent during this time, and you may have, some type of conflict may arise. This is why I'm drinking tea. So this is where that open and honest communication will definitely play a role. Eighth house. We all know eighth house is all about our shared resources, deep transformational type of an energy, intimate connections as well. So you might go a little bit deeper as far as the connections that you already have, that you're intimate with right now. You might, have those deep conversations, letting people know what's going on, checking in with them, reciprocity here, going deeper, right? So you also have to be careful of like being obsessed, power struggles within your intimate connections, things of that nature. So once again, effective communication is going to be key, especially when it comes to if you're sharing resources with anybody. If you can lend a little, lend a little. If you can help a little, help a little. Like that's kind of, and respecting one another's boundaries in the mix of all of that. That way, also too, you got to be careful with you yourself, as far as you might be going through an actual transformation right now, becoming a new version of you. So you have to really be careful of the things that you're saying to yourself. That way you can have a healthy transformation. Ninth house. We all know ninth house is all about our beliefs, morals, values, travel, higher learning, higher education, things of that nature, right? So this is where you can really expand your mind. That Mercury energy is causing people to also want to, tap into the intellectual pursuits, right? So you might be learning something, tapping into a course, diving deep into some knowledge about something you're curious about. And so you have to be kind of also, when you are learning something and tapping in, be careful of trying to persuade or get people to believe what you're believing is like, the best thing since sliced bread, when they probably have no clue about what you're talking about. Be like, this is the way, this is right, your way is wrong. You have to be careful of doing that. What do they call that? Like dogmatism? I don't forgot the word for that. Anyways, you can look very arrogant when you do that. So allow people to learn on their journey when they're supposed to dive in deep with some information. Don't force your morals, values, beliefs, and whatever you just learned onto somebody else. So be open-minded when you're having discussions, okay? This is where debates can come in. So make sure you're having healthy debates. And be very receptive to different perspectives. 10th house, we all know this is about public image, career, your reputation. So be careful here in the 10th house because, I would recommend you just use that Leo energy and Mercury to really boss up. This is where you can talk a good game and tell people, hey, this is me, this is how I'm presenting myself. Let's go, let's roll. I'm on the show. I got this. I'm ready. Confident. Boom, bam, pow. You know what I'm saying? To get to you to open those other doors, or walk into rooms that already have your name on it, honey. Okay, so I would use this energy to check your public image right now. What kind of image do you want to display, especially if you have kids? What do you want your kids to look back on, things of that nature? So you might be looking at that as well, and being that leader type of quality, right? On the negative side to this is where you can work a lot, you can overwork yourself. As far as, I have an idea, I'm going to take action. I have another idea, I'm going to take action on that. So you can put too much on your plate, because that Mercury and Leo energy, it's like you can become very arrogant. That's the word I'm looking for. So make sure that if you want something done, you can still communicate with authority, but be respectful of other people, especially if you're working amongst other people. And also too, within yourself, maintain a nice work and life balance here, okay? 11th house. 11th house is all about communication, friendships, our hopes and wishes, dreams, aspirations, social networking, right? So with House of Connections here, this would be a grand time. Use that Mercury energy. Tap into those people, get to know people, become a socialite, a social butterfly, get out there, say, hey, this is me. If you're at events or whatever have you, if you're trying to sell products or a service or drop some knowledge, like, drop them seeds and gems or whatever you got going on, this would be a perfect house to let people know and network, right? So use this energy for positive, but just make sure, in this energy, you can really be careful not to get swayed. Just because 10 people say you need to be doing this, make sure you're good with it. Because if the group thinks something, then you might just birds of a feather flock together and do something, and then later on it's like to where you're like, why am I doing this? Like, I didn't even want to do this. Like, so you got to be careful with that. Don't become attached, excuse me, to the people that you meet, because they might just be there for a season. Make sure you maintain being an individual and you share what you want to do and what you got going on, okay? While, still participating and collabing in with the collective of social interactions that you're having. You don't want to turn cheek, but if you're not interested, just politely decline, Oh, that's not a part of my agenda today, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, easy. 12th house. So we all know 12th house is all about spirituality or intuition, the subconscious. So you can be really tuned in, tapped and turned on as far as your intuition, because remember, we're dealing with Mercury. Okay, your intuition can be super on point. You may go real deep. When something is presented to you at a surface level, you'll see right through and be able to read between the lines for the most part here. But be careful not to self-sabotage. You don't want to become the escape artist, right? Where it's like you're overthinking too much and you don't end up doing anything or saying anything at all. It's like you kind of say to yourself. So you got to be careful not to do that. And make sure that you are engaging with other people, having those deep conversations, talk about stars, moons, and quasars with people that resonate with you, like-minded people and things of that nature. That's why during this time, it's also cool to meet new people, but you also want to meet people that are like-minded like you. That way you won't feel weird expressing yourself. You won't want to go and be an escape artist. It'll feel comfortable to you to talk about these things because they talk about these things. You know what I'm saying? So make it make sense for yourself. And nurture your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Doing certain, maybe you might tap into some spiritual practices and things of that nature, have some ideas about that. But just make sure your mental and your emotional well-being is good as well, okay? So find those healthy outlets. That way you don't escape from the world. Because we need that Leo energy to create, right? You can bring down some cool ideas when it comes from the 12th house. So I'm going to do a quick collective spread. Everybody wants to know collective. So let me dive into collective energy as far as Mercury entering Leo. What we need to look out for, darling. All right, what do we have for the collective? Now I can open the window. The guys are gone. Because I like fresh air versus like the AC. I don't know. Is that weird? Like, I'd rather have fresh air than the AC going on. All right, guys. So we're going to do a collective spread. I'm going to do the energy update first. And then we'll do Tarotsrology. And I got some romance oracles. So let's do that. Going on for the collective as far as Mercury entering Leo. Yeah. So contract, look at that. Okay. When this card comes out, you guys, this can be literal, like actual soul contracts, contracts that may not be seen with the eyes, but also can mean contracts. And this is that energy that I was telling you about. Be aware, because Leo can have that impulsive energy to where you want to tap into every single opportunity that may not be right for you. So we have to be aware of that. Utilizing that number 6, making sure there is the reciprocity within it all. There's equal give and take. There's equal support. There's equal everything within that. As far as whatever it is that you're tapping into, making sure everything is balanced, right? Also having that balance with whatever it is that you're signing up for, whatever it is that you decide that you want to tap into and do, making sure that you have a nice balance between work and play. You know, it's very everything's got to be even on a balanced scale pretty much for the most part, okay? So don't overdo it. Be careful not to be blind to certain contracts that do come your way, or aka opportunities or windows that may open up for you. So you have to be kind of aware of that when Mercury's in Leo, because people can probably really talk a good game. Don't forget, we do have, you know, all these little mini stelliums playing out, guys. Okay? We have that water stellium, so we have Taurus and Aries for the most part right now. So, you know, Saturn's also playing on this Mercury and Leo energy too. So we got to kind of, you know, it's, are you sure this is what you want to do? So you can use Saturn for that kind of a vibe, to make sure it is the right thing for you. But many grand things can come out of this. We do have the cornucopia, master number 11, right? As long as you take action on your goals, dreams, aspirations, and turn them into reality, you know, you could be successful in your own way. Success doesn't have to be defined by what's been put in our face as far as on social media and blue checkers and all that stuff. Stop comparing yourself to these goddamn celebrities and really know that whatever it is that you're tapping to, as long as you're putting one foot in front of the other, you're taking a step further in life. You're making yourself better. You know what I'm saying? So let's be aware of that, okay? That you are probably successful within your own right, okay? So whatever you deem successful. Now we also have here rest and rejuvenation. We got to make sure we're getting rest. We got to make sure with all this action taking, we have to be mindful, because a lot also how this energy is playing out, this can make us force us to think we should be doing something. We got to be doing something. Oh my God, we got to be tapping in. We got to be tapping in. And all of that energy, you can make yourself go crazy. You can feel like you're missing the mark on something, when really you're right where you need to be for the most part. You know what I'm saying? You have to be careful not to stress your own goddamn self out and push yourself to this. What the? Hold on. What is that? You guys, I'm gonna take a picture of that because that's really trippy. Oh, I hope this comes out on camera. Damn, where's my? I'll do it later. Hopefully it's still there. We have to make sure that we're taking a balance. Now I'm gonna be tripping off that. We have to make sure we're having a nice balance. Make sure we're resting. Sorry, guys. Making sure we're resting. We're taking proper care of ourselves, self-care routines and things of that nature, and being gentle and easy with ourselves, because this is also just another confirmation of that aspect that I told you that's playing out with the North Node, okay? We're supposed to be having these cool opportunities and being open to change and being optimistic and moving forward, but also, too, we have to recognize that, you know, we need rest and relaxation is a part of the game. Sometimes you need to be at a perfect standstill in order to clear your mind and also hear your own thoughts, okay? Very super important to have these beginnings, because, you know, number 19 equaling 10 equaling 1, to go on these new journeys and being okay with these new experiences and accepting these changes and being optimistic and staying within that energy in a happy, healthy way, not forcing ourselves just because we know we have to do something, or we should be utilizing this energy to, you know, tap into our creative spark and master ourselves and figure out what we want to do and who we want to be. There's a lot of pressure, you know, so try not to put that pressure, because then whatever it is that you want to do, it might turn into work for you. It might cause stress. It might cause anxiety. So we have to make sure that we are resting. Oh my God, what is this? I don't know what the hell it is, and it's staring at me. Okay. So next we have Temple to Path, spirituality, right? So this is you stepping outside, becoming comfortable with who you are, becoming comfortable with what you're tapping into, being very, you know, inviting in the new, you know. This is the Temple to Path, really is celebrating who you are, your gifts, talents, skills, your spiritual abilities, your magi, whatever it is that you have going on, and being open with it and not being shunning yourself or escaping or feeling like you're weird or odd, because this is what we need. We need people that think outside of the box, that are different and things of that nature. We have to recognize all of this, okay? And welcome in those adjacent possibilities that are for us, okay? Card number 24, which equals 6. We have to make sure that we recognize everything's not going to happen the way that we want it to, okay? We have a lot of energy playing out with Uranus, especially this week. So we want to make, that's the unexpected, right? So we have to be aware. We have the sun sextiling Uranus right now as we speak. So this would be a grand opportunity to really put forth those ideas that are outside of the box that sound crazy and weird and whatever have you. Just tap in. Or if anything unexpected does happen, this is you pulling the good things from it, right? Fueling something else, okay? So things may be revealed to us, okay? Goddess of the moon energy, and now we have the moon in Taurus right now. So it's gonna be, everybody's, the way they react and respond is gonna be a little dry right now. Next few days when you're watching this video. But so as far as this goes, whatever's being revealed to you, whatever's being shown to you, you gotta really just take it easy, especially when it comes to your emotions and things of that nature. And whatever is revealed, especially when the moon's in Taurus, more of like, it's like saying, damn, you only have $20 in your bank account. What you gonna do? You know, be more solution based instead of like the woe is me. You know what I'm saying? Really find ways to get yourself out of something that you may, especially when it comes to material possessions and things of that nature, because the moon is in Taurus. It's forcing you to kind of look at all of these earthly things that are going on, right? So if you can pull some other energy in towards like, okay, walk in gratitude, number one. Be grateful for what you do have, because it could probably be worse, right? So once you appreciate something and you're happy with what you have right now, but yet you just look at it as, I'm going to continue to create. I have a solution. I'm going to do this, and get excited about that. Then whatever it is that you were lacking, it's going to be, boop, it's going to show up for you, because you're taking action, and you're not taking action based off of lack. You're taking action because you're grateful for what you already have, but yet you still want more. You want to pursue. You want to look at life as far as, I want to see how far I can take my potential, how far I can go. So that's that. I'm just really like, don't mind me. There's just, I don't know what's in front of me right now, and it's just having its fun time just staring at me. Okay, we're gonna go into the Tarotsrology portion. Just stay there so I can take a picture of you. If I can. I don't know if I can. That is just so weird. Okay guys, so Tarotsrology. So this is where I'm remixing tarot, astrology, get the energies flowing, what's going on. I'm using my favorite Spirit Cosmos deck right now. And we're going to see what we need to be paying attention to as far as Mercury being in the sign of Leo right now. Okay, what other energies can we bring in so we can help alchemize or transmute any negative energy so we can make positive energy for the collective? Very interesting. It literally looks like, if you guys want to know what I'm looking at, it looks like a strand of DNA, like crystalline-like, and it's just chilling. It's just chilling. It's just chilling. It's chilling. Okay, so you guys know I do read reversals here. Look at that. Queen of Sword energy in reverse. So this is where I said earlier, this is confirmation. Pick and choose your battles, okay? Not everything needs to be expressed. Not everything needs a response. Not everybody deserves, your breath of a word. You know what I'm saying? It's really gonna be key, okay? Because Queen of Swords is like the ice queen. People say Queen of Swords can be low-key bitchy, but I just feel like it's a person that knows what they want. So we gotta know what we want and kind of go after that. You know what I'm saying? This looks like more of like confusion, kind of like, well, I want this, but then I want that. Like looking too much into the details, like being nitpicky, with what people are saying and how they're doing it and whatever have you, or how they're coming at you. We got to be aware of that. Remember, just pick and choose the battles. Like, let's move more on the love. Like, if you are facing this, facing any situations like that, you want to move out of it. You want to move away, okay? And be more in that loving energy, Libra energy, okay? Libra energy. You want to be more, go towards that. Like, go towards where the love and the passion is. If it's not conducive or constructive to what's going on in your life, just get out of the conversation or move away from the scenario, or don't even engage with what's going on. Exit, right? We do have, because Nine of Swords is in reverse as well. So this could be, you know, that energy playing in our mind, right? Trying to figure out, should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? Kind of losing sleep, having anxiety. Then there's the nightmares. There's the sleepless nights, like really stressing and overworking our minds, overthinking, overanalyzing, overcritical, things of that nature. So we got to kind of be careful with this Mercury energy that's in Leo. What's that? You guys heard that? Or am I tripping? Anyways, so we have to make sure that we're not missing the message, okay? We have Page of Swords here. Making sure that, like I said, we're staying optimistic. We're being very optimistic. We are also being more in a mind state of just being open-minded. You know, this is you probably coming in with ideas, okay? Having breakthrough moments, okay? Because like I said, when you're meeting these connections, because Mercury, of course, you're going to be talking to other people, right? Mercury energy. You're going to be having things in your mind, but you're also going to be amongst other people. Relationships are going to be key, period, because Venus and Mars action going on too, okay? A lot of Venus and Mars action. Like I said, Mercury is doing its thing this month. Okay, so we have to make sure that we're creating harmonious connections. We got Two of Chalices, right? Letting things flow. This is water energy, okay? Also Cancerian energy, utilizing our intuition, whatever comes to play, whatever is being revealed to us, learning how to alchemize the energy, making it more harmonious, coming together, chemistry, magnetic flow, right? Just letting it kind of, just feeling that vibe. That way you don't catch a window when it's open, you know? You gotta be ready to, you know, stay ready, okay? Stay ready for the moments, for the magi. I like this. This is people coming together. This is a warm, yummy. Remember, we still have Sun in Cancer right now, so which is ruled by the moon. So while the moon's in Taurus, though, it's still in Aries right now, but we're pretending because it's going to go in a few hours, guys. Okay, bear with me here. When it goes into Taurus, it can be kind of dry, right? So bringing the warm yumminess, utilizing the Mercury and Leo energy and taking action, like I said, deepening those intimate connections, you know, getting deeper with the people that are showing up for you, show up for them. Reciprocity being there, right? Very important. That way you can change your world, your inner world and your outer world, and making sure you're staying disciplined within all of that. Saturn energy, okay? Making sure you're taking action, you're staying consistent, and you're not missing the mark. Because there's a lot of distractions that could be playing out to where it can force us to go left. Or you could be distracting yourself, like I said, in your mind, depending on whatever you're thinking about. Am I good enough? Should I be doing this? Is this what I should be doing? Like just asking all these damn questions and being in your head so much and having this idle mind, and then you end up just really not doing anything. So we have to really pay attention and still carry out whatever it is that we want to do and not get lost in the sauce, right? I'm going to bring up some yummy, I love this deck, Black Hollywood Romance Stars Oracle deck by Queen Sugar. No, he's back after I opened the window. I thought they were done. We're almost done anyways. This will be the last bit, and then I'm going to do the next video after this. What are we at? Still early. I'm going to do an all just strictly element reading too after all these astro updates. Alright, so what do we have for the collective? Well, Mercury and Leo. while Mercury enters Leo. And, oh my god, if you guys are here in the beginning, that card came out again. The sexual healing card came out. Somebody must have a lot of 8th house energy, but we have sexual healing here. So there could be some sexual energy. Like I said, Leo, depending on where it's playing out for you, you could be in that flirtatious, yummy vibe. Also, this could be giving that attention, you know, to your romantic partnerships, intimate connections, things of that nature. This can be used to also reconnect, because remember, we have Venus is in the pre-shadow of its retrograde. It doesn't go retrograde until next week. So I'll do a separate video on that. But, you know, some people may need to release a little bit of tension. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, deeper intimacy came out. So it's just deepening what we have, guys. You know, some may feel the emotional closeness that they have with certain people in their lives, whatever ships that you're sailing right now at this time, or it's letting you, or it's allowing you, or it's telling you to allow yourself to love, allow yourself to be in that love frequency, allow yourself to feel safe, feel desired with your partner. Converse all of this. We have the card of communication here, making sure that you're having those conversations. So communication could be coming to you. I mean, I'm talking about Mercury and Leo here. So, I mean, of course that card's going to come out. This is where the open, the honest, the blunt, the straight up forward communication needs to come into play. We can't sugarcoat, no beating around the bush, no, not everybody has a crystal ball, not everybody can, you know, what's that word called? Telepathy. They don't, like, a lot of people don't want to use all that stuff. So we got to make sure we're just, you know what I'm saying? So someone could be planning to reach out, or you need to reach out to somebody, okay? So have faith in what's going on right now at this time, you guys, okay? Trust and believe that, you know, trust and believe that you have to love on yourself first in order to receive that same love. You know what I'm saying? Like, love on yourself all the time. Don't let fear or doubt interfere with you loving on you and doing the things that you need to carry out or what you want to do in life. And also allowing yourself to really accept love to come in and don't run from it. Like, if people are trying to love on you and support you, don't run from that. It could also be a spiritual awakenings that we could be having as well. It's tapping in with all of this energy that's playing out. It only makes sense. A lot of us are in a transformational stage. A lot of us are removing the old patterns, behaviors, beliefs, and things of that nature. And we're coming into the new. So it's just be gentle with yourself during this time while you are going through an awakening, okay? It's like, and many people are, trust me. And this is that taking accountability as well for your actions. And we'll do a lot better, you know? I feel like a lot of people just need to be like them authentically. Like, the more you are just you, the easier life is. I don't see how people can be like 10 different personalities and 10 different people and 5 different lives. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's so weird. Like, I don't even have energy to carry out or enough time to carry out the things that I got to do on a daily. So it's like, how can people be, man, they must have so much time in their hands. So making sure you're acknowledging, you know, people and their perspectives, be open-minded, agree to disagree, you know, have healthy debates, okay? Because we do have here law of attraction as well. So I always tell y'all, be the energy you want to receive. So if you're being an ass, you're going to receive asshole energy. Oh, look at all the bees. So make sure that you are, you know, be that version of you. Like, be it now. That way you can attract whatever you need to come towards you. Period. Whether this can be for career, this could be for, you know, whatever. Like, how do you see yourself? Like, what do you want to be? You know what I'm saying? So we have final shot. I love that this card came out because it's like the clock is ticking, even though time is a construct, right? It doesn't exist. But I'm just, let's be like a little general and surface here just for visual sake. Final shot meaning, like, we never know what's going to happen the next day or the next hour or the next minute. So it's like, put your best foot forward. Give it what you got. Who cares what people got to say? You don't need to be validated from anybody else. Carry on what you want to carry on. Whatever it is you want to do, or else you're going to be sitting there, what if, or I shoulda, coulda, woulda. All right? But you have falling in love. with a lot of this yummy energy, we also have Venus about to go retrograde. Some people are already feeling this energy. So it's, you know, you could be falling in love with the new version of you, okay? It doesn't have to mean anybody else. But remember, everyone we meet is a reflection for the most part. But just know it's safe to love on yourself really hard. When in doubt, self-love is key. You ain't getting it from anybody else, self-love. Do self-love, okay? And if you are receiving it and it's mutual, kudos to you. We need more of that in the world, right? We need more love, more support. People that actually are genuine about it and they're not looking to get anything back. You know what I'm saying? So we have children in the mix. What snap? Some of you guys could have kids already, or some of you guys, you know, this could be helping your kids, you know, become creative as well. Allowing their, like, let the kid be a kid and let them create something. You never know what they can create and come up with, and then they can be set for life. You know what I'm saying? Allowing them to explore that. This could also mean you exploring your inner child, you know, or healing your inner child. You know what I'm saying? As you go forward, that could be a very significant factor for most of you. So that is the collective spread. Thank you guys for staying tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. I'm literally going to try and take a picture of whatever is playing out over here. I love all of you guys. Seriously, thank you for all your support. Thank you for your time today. Make sure you smash the subscribe button and click the bell right next to it, because I'm going to be dropping more videos as far as what's playing out and how it pertains to you. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.